Hello, I'm Terry David Mulligan, and this is Mulligan Stew, the podcast. I have a question for you. The question is he a floor wax or a shampoo? Is Steve Poltz a floor wax or a shampoo? Or could he be both? Is he a Canadian? Is he an American? Is he a Lithuanian? We know he was a founding member of the indie rock band Rugburns and is really well known for his collaborations with Jewel. You Were Meant for Me. Here's what we do know about Steve Poltz. He was born in Halifax, moved to Pasadena, what a great trade, then to Palm Springs, went to the University of San Diego, where he received a degree in political science. Then he met Robert Driscoll, and the band The Rugburns were formed. He's approaching a dozen albums and 300 dates a year, and he loves it. There's no whining and complaining about being on the road. He just likes being on the road and performing for people. So here we find him at the Edmonton Folk Music Festival in the CKUA tent, spending a couple of minutes with you and I. Steve Poltz.
Here's the trifecta. Born in Halifax, raised in California, now living in Nashville. So it's like if you have 1 foot in England and 1 foot in America, it's called the the Mid-Atlantic man. You are the Mid-American man. Steve Poltz travels constantly, over 200 shows a year. Latest album was called Folk Singer. Hold on a second. Steve Poltz, welcome to CKUA. Welcome to Edmonton.
Thank you so much for having me here today on this wonderful afternoon on a Friday. We got the drive time traffic coming at you here. Traffic's looking pretty good on the connector. 405, we got a SIG alert coming down.
40 degrees in Lethbridge.
40 degrees in Lethbridge.
We were talking... I'm going to ask you for a song.
Okay.
Because then we can talk about songwriting. This is pretty cool.
Is that what we call in the business? You throw it to me? I'm
going to throw it to you. It's a segue, as you were.
Oh, cool.
I was making a list of some of the songs I would love to hear from you, but...
Oh, what are they?
But I'm tempering my hopes. Either Mr. Blitzer, or Mother Russia, or Fistfight at a Vegan Brunch, or... Everything About You, or, Hey God, I'll trade you Donald Trump for Leonard Cohen.
Wow. These are good choices.
They're just suggestions.
I like these suggestions a lot. I think I'll start with Mother Russia.
Okay.
That was a cool suggestion.
Thank you, man.
I liked it. Here goes. I think I'm going to do it capoed on the 3 for those of you that are keeping track at home. Put your capos on 3 and start in the D position. Mother Russia, where have you been? I've been walking kind of tender on needles and pins. My life is full of trouble, but I still get by. I steal enough to feed me, but I never tell a lie. I won't stop until I'm done, and my cup is full. I need non-stop action, man. I hate it when it's dull. Hallelujah to your Jesus. I'll raise you a saint. You're showing 3 Buddhas and I'm feeling kind of faint. Got a job making pizzas, but I soon got fired for singing on the microphone and acting really wired. My boss said, son, you know we need dedicated pizza makers, but the only thing that you are is a drunk entertainer. I hitched a ride to Reno in a tortilla truck, only made it up to Davis till I ran out of luck. Got a job singing songs in a Russian pizza parlor. My parents always hope that I will make it kind of farther. Hallelujah to your Jesus, and I'll raise you a saint. You're showing 3 Buddhas and I'm feeling kind of faint. I make pizzas on the side when I ain't singing songs. I make amends on my days off. I try to right my wrongs, but there ain't a lot of time left on my ticking meter. You could call me Saint Steve, or you could just call me Peter. If you put your faith in me, I'll never do you wrong, but I can't be trusted, 'cause I'll put you in a song. Mother Russia, you're an epic epic sweeping novel. I want you back, baby, and I ain't too proud to grovel if the lines on a face are a roadmap to the soul that might have been spun like a stripper on a pole. Mother Russia, the skies are blue. I got a hunger in my heart. I'm playing live on CKUA. Lines on the face are a roadmap to your soul, yeah.
Clever. Steve Poltz, live on Facebook.
Man, that was fun. We got a little audience out here of punters coming into the festival.
Okay, by the way, he is a notorious crowd surfer.
Yes, I am.
And it needs how many people to actually perform this stunt?
To crowd surf, that dude there and that girl.
Okay. Two
the
people?
Dude in the gray hat and the girl
Wait a
in the
minute, you
pink
can't do
hat.
it
They could carry
two-person.
me like they're ants and I'm a crumb. I'm a cookie crumb and they're bringing it back to their cave.
Joey, if he throws himself in the audience, we carry him away. By the way, there's a shot of you at the Camera Folk Festival crowd surfing. You're being carried off. How do you get back to the stage?
You have to direct people when you crowd surf. First of all, if you're crowd surfing tip here for anybody out there, always crowd surf and let them hold you on your back. I made the mistake of going on the front, and hands are going right in areas, the holiest of holy
That would
areas.
be the nether region.
And you still get weird grabs from people.
Okay.
Like you'll feel a squeeze on the bum. But for the most part, it's a good way to go. And then you direct them. You say, lead me back to the stage now. And they do. It's pretty cool.
Now, can we talk about songwriting for just a second?
Yes, let's
because
talk songwriting.
because Nashville is known for writing by committee.
Yes.
But have you found a way to find a balance between what you want to do and maybe what they would like to do?
Well, it all depends on how you go into the situation. Songwriting by committee is kind of fun. Like I could sit down with Joey Landreth and I would walk into the room and I would just be a bigger idiot than he is. And so right away he'd go, in his mind, without saying it, Joey Landreth might go, well, this guy's an idiot, so I can be an idiot. And thereby, we have eliminated all the little nuances of trying to be clever in front of each other. If you're just an idiot from the beginning, then you're not afraid to throw out ideas or take a left turn that would not have been taken. And that's what's so fun about writing with somebody else is the song will go in a direction you never thought it was going to go in.
What do you know about the Edmonton Folk Fest?
The Edmonton Folk Fest, man, it's been crazy. I went down last night before I went to sleep, and I was looking at all the years and all the acts that have played here.
Yeah.
And it was humbling to read. The names are insane. Guy Clark played here so many times, and he was talking about Donald Lenny. He was talking about Planksty. A lot of my heroes played here, and Towns Van Zandt played here once.
Of course. You know who you're on stage 6 with tonight, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Jimmy Dale Gilmore. And,
Jimmy Dale Gilmore, Bill Kirchen, Molly Tuttle, Nico Case.
and Nico Case.
And you're writing with Molly?
Yes, I've written a bunch of songs with Molly Tuttle, and we're both on Compass Records out of Nashville, and she's got some songs coming out this year that one of them's an interesting song for you songwriters out there that are watching. I wrote a song 20 years ago with Jewel from Alaska, and we never finished it. All we wrote was one verse and one chorus.
Okay.
And there's a video of us somewhere on YouTube singing just that. And then I brought it into a songwriting session. Me and Molly were working on a song. And I said, I have this one song I forgot about. It's 20 years old. And she fell in love with it. And she said, can I finish it? And I said, yeah. So it's going to be a song that's going to be a trio co-write between me, Molly Tuttle, and Jewel. And it started 20 years ago and was just finished in 2018. How cool is that? Can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Thank you.
Is it true that the original lyrics went flying out a car window?
The original lyrics to You Were Meant For Me, we wrote that on a drug bust in Mexico.
Nice.
And that one flew out the car window, and I said to Jewel, leave it. We wrote Food Stamp Love. This is a cooler song. Food Stamp Love, you've never heard of, but You Were Meant For Me, you have heard of.
Yes.
That one flew out of the window, and I told her to leave it, and she said, go back and get it. And when somebody tells you that and they're stern, especially with me, because I was raised Catholic, and I'm used to nuns wrapping my hand with a ruler, so she did it in a nun way.
Nice. You still don't drink?
No,
You don't
I'm
smoke?
coming up on 14 years.
Fantastic, man. Way to go.
Yeah.
Now, one more tune to take us out.
Yeah. Hey, could you get me a beer? And some weed? Okay, here goes. This is a song called Fistfight at a Vegan Brunch. Well, I was driving through Tempe, hunger for some Tempe, looking for some vegan fare. When I found me some Satan, in the distance I heard Satan, music being cranked through the air. When along came a girl to brighten up my world, she started some trouble at the co-op. I'm a happy hippie, I'd rather just say yippee, but her boyfriend was as violent as a meat-eating cop. Fist fight at a vegan brunch, my nose was bleeding from a yoga punch. Would have been safer staying home for lunch than to eat a knuckle sandwich at the vegan brunch. She put tofurkey on her pita, said her name was Rita. She was flirting by the carrot ginger pie. I grabbed some Asian fusion salad, sang her a sweet loving ballad, and her boyfriend rammed his nose ring in my eye. A pretty lady said to me, may I share your herbal tea? Our hearts can join as one in jubilation. Oh no, my lady, can't you see? I think I have PTSD. I don't need a fight to break out at a Buddhist meditation. Come on, everybody. Fist fight at a vegan brunch. My nose was bleeding from a yoga punch. Would have been safer staying home for lunch than to eat a knuckle sandwich at the vegan brunch. Om mani padme om, om mani padme om, om mani padme om, om mani padme om mani padme om mani padme om. Well, I went to a meditation just to get some inspiration after I got stitches in my head. I chanted words of peace and love. The birds were chirping high above. I started to release all of my dread. A pretty lady said to me, now may I share your herbal tea? Our hearts can join as one in jubilation. Oh no, my lady, can't you see? I think I have a set to play with Joey Landreth and the Landreth brothers tonight. Fist fight at a vegan brunch. My nose was bleeding from a yoga punch. Would have been safer staying home for lunch than to eat a knuckle sandwich at the vegan brunch. Next time I'll stay at home and just eat grapes for lunch.
Big finish, big finish. Steve Poltz, Edmonton Folk Fest.
Our thanks to Steve Poltz for giving us a couple of minutes of his time in between gigs at the Edmonton Folk Festival. This is Mulligan Stew, the podcast. You can find us on Google Play Music, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, also known as iTunes. Please do us a favor and subscribe. I'm Terry David Mulligan. Cheers.